Welcome to the Duckpin Podcast with your host, Brian Griffiths. And now, here's Brian.
If you're anything like me, you're sick of it. You're sick of all of it. You're sick of the news media telling you things that aren't true, lying about people like Ron DeSantis in Florida. You're tired of them lying about things like what the law does in Georgia. You're tired of organizations like Coca-Cola, Major League Baseball, Delta Airlines, buying the media narrative of what's going on in places like Georgia. You're tired of corporations being woke and tired of them telling you that your lifestyle isn't appropriate, that what you believe is wrong. But I'm just as tired of boycotts. I am just as tired of people who abandon all principle to follow a demagogue like Donald Trump. I am tired of people who accuse certain races of crimes without any evidence. I am tired of hearing everything is going wrong. The problem that we have in this country is multifaceted. It involves social media use and people who continue to share things on social media without facts or evidence. People who refuse to read for themselves or think for themselves about what's going on in our country. I'm tired. It's partially because of politicians, both the left and the right, who continue to use divisionary tactics to try to divide us, to people who do not want to share facts with you. I am tired of people who want to abuse their position to take advantage of their situation and their position for sexual favors. I am tired of everything in this country being a blue, red, left, right, wrong issue. Last week, I wrote a column for the Capitol talking about how America needs to get back to church. You would think that I talked about shooting dogs in the middle of the street with some of the reaction that I saw on social media. People who think that encouraging church attendance is some sort of endorsement of fascism, of theocracy. Never mind the fact that I wrote in the piece that one of the best things about Judeo-Christian values is the fact that whether or not you believe in the Judeo-Christian God, the Ten Commandments are a pretty good way to live your life. How God wants us to be happy and has set forth these rules for us as guidelines to make sure that we keep it in between the buoys. This is the kind of problem that we have in society right now. The issue is as much about the people who aren't participating than the people who are. You see, one of the things that is prevalent in American society right now is the fact that all of the conversation is being driven by a very small fraction of people who decide to engage in these things, whether it's electoral politics, whether it's political discussion, I use that term loosely, in social media. The fact of the matter is this: it's the moderates, the people who are not participating, who need to step up. It's the people who are mainstream conservatives and mainstream liberals who need to step up and say no more. You see, it's the far left and the far right that's driving all of this division. It's the Trumpists who claim to be conservatives and the neo-communists on the left who are trying to drive us in a different direction. You see, you have the power to make your voice heard, to make the positive changes that we need in society. It's not about me. It's not about our elected officials. It's not about party activists. It's about you, the average citizen. Take back control of the narrative. Read for yourself. Think for yourself. Don't buy a party line. and do what you can, because our society, it doesn't need more people like me. I've spent 20 plus years involved in politics in one level or another. I am the definition of engaged, but it needs more people who are not engaged in the system to say enough is enough and it's time for a change. What can you do to make politics, to make society a better place?
This has been the Duckpin Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and download